And we're live. Hello, everyone. This is Jenn DC, joining again from the Reactor video for Star vs. the Force of Evil, Season 4, Episode 3 and 4. All right. Joining me again is Girls.
Hello, this is Gunmetal Gator checking in. I hope you guys are ready for some high-flying internet surfing and such, because we're going to be delving in deep into the Star versus pool of mysteries and galore. Hopefully we might see what happens to Queen Moon and what else happens to the Munin Kingdom post-Eclipsa.
All right. Next up, Daylover.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I wasn't here last time, but I'm catching up slowly. I think I will like these episodes more. I hope so, but giving up away to the next one.
All right. And second.
Yay.
That's right, the second opinion here. What a critic should look like. Critic muscles on critic muscles. Slick dress, calm demeanor, big brain. And from a critic first and a fan second. That's going to be applied to Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Oh.
Which, that poses a very serious question, second. What would be the Forces of Evil in this case for Season 4?
Oh, me. Of course.
You big brain critic, you.
Oh, he is honest.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right. Get with that said. Actually, let me pull up my episode myself.
Oh.
But is everyone ready for the
ninja?
what?
No, just kidding. Yeah.
All right. Okay, come on.
I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We are playing it with all
Are
of
we
them,
ready?
right? Yes.
Ready.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yay,
King Cartoon.
intro. King Cartoon. Yay!
Okay, never mind. Oh, that was a new spinning thing.
All right.
I am from around here. I'm from
All right.
Canada.
Well, the good thing is, knocking on wood, I don't hear any audio leaks, so it seems to be working.
Yay!
Yeah, that's good.
Although, a season in where they're still using Toffee Ludo as the bad guy who shows up at the end.
At the beginning of Season 3, yeah.
We'll see what happens. Oh, okay.
I agree, Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. Better get used to that. Okay.
Wait, did she get her memory back off screen?
No.
It seems to be foggy sort of thing.
Yeah. There's a bird in his crown.
Oh, she's starting to remember specific memories.
Well,
What did you hope
you
to...
prodded it there.
It really does look nice.
We all love stairs.
The endless abyss of the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glabby.
Well, she's gonna find out.
Yes, she's going to find out eventually.
We're not doing the amnesia plot, though.
Nah. They gotta be like in family with Sombra with all of those stairs. Yeah, Marco, do you even know Star?
Because
Oh,
that
no.
always works.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
of course.
don't
No.
bring up the squatter stuff, Star.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh, okay.
look at like the Septurians, Serpentians.
So Eclipsa is all monsters all the time.
I guess so.
They're my niche. That's all. Oh, and here comes
Oh,
Eclipsa with Meteora.
baby.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Ew. Yeah, she forgot it, so maybe just leave it for now. Oh, ew. Oh. Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable that he's touching my screen right now.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Why?
Squire.
Come on. Oh. Ow.
Oh my god! Take that, Glossaric.
You're gonna go the route that the characters are knowing something they're not telling us about Globgor?
Yeah.
The bone scimitar.
Oh, really? Oh. Nice.
2-string guitar.
Even though it is a little weird to see like a guitar that's made out of bones. Oh, look at Star's face.
Oh, River.
Oh. Ew, oh no. God. Oh. Ew.
Oh, King.
Yeah. Now we're
This
talking
is a
my
versatile
style.
guitar.
Yeah.
Old Queen Jam session.
Mm.
Yeah!
Mm.
Eclipsa!
Rocking
Oh my
Eclipsa.
god! Why are you suddenly
Eclipsa's life has been kind of rock star-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I think she set my
Yeah.
mind. Oh, God. This is like everything you didn't expect.
What?
But at the same time, everything that's welcoming.
Yeah. For what? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
What's with the designs here? I'm sorry, but I'm saying this is clearly furry clickbait now.
Oh, no, you.
It's just too much. It's too much. It's just too
Why in the
much.
food, though?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah! Suck on that.
Oh, no, that's a bad image.
Just imagine it as a pacifier and things will go smoothly.
No. Oh, that's true. Oh my god. Jeez. Aw.
Is this the desired family life I've always wanted?
Or is amnesia the best thing that ever happened to Queen Moon?
Maybe she's just putting on an act.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
No, it was.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Still. Yard.
Oh my god. Well, good old Russian technology.
Oh. Cool.
Oh. Emotions.
That was a little bit like quick.
Aww.
Now
Yay,
the part
son.
That's surprisingly very relatable.
Future picture.
What?
Makes sense. You're the one taking the photo. Absolutely. There's no other way. Oh, hello there, Marco. Mind if I dress you as one of those Mexican models?
No.
Blob coarse old ones.
What happened to Glossaric? Oh!
Oh no.
And Star has to be the responsible one. Complete role reversal.
What? Oh, Eclipsa.
Oh, yeah, that's just Romulus. Oh, that was Glossaric.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh,
Okay, that's one I think you might want to ask Tom's opinion on.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, Star. Now you're feeling the wrath behind what you've done to your parents.
No, this is going to go wrong.
Ooh.
Poison cast, what?
Wow. There's a lot of
Oh.
spells on him.
Uh-huh. Alright. Now, Romulus more often than not has been annoying, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
About as usual.
Rock. You have to do it.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh, really? Oh, really? Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're like small children. Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like both of these
Oh,
characters
wow.
should be a match for Star.
Well,
Oh,
oh, oh, wow. Oh, no. Yeah. What's happening? No. Okay. Okay. Oh, Link. Oh, yeah, that one.
Why did the monkey return?
I have no idea.
He belongs to the recurring palace troop.
What?
you gotta love Disney and their nipple demons.
Oh. Wow.
Oh no. Mm-hmm.
What?
Spell? Oh boy.
Oh, she's hiding.
What?
She's hiding stuff from her. No. Why did she switch the bodies?
What?
That's gonna be a body you have to return to.
Yeah, it's going to free her husband like this.
Via taking over another man's body.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Oh.
Oh, learning.
Wow. Learning some self-restraint, huh?
Well, although it is the fate of her husband we're talking about, I can at least understand here.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been terrifying for the snake arms.
Yeah.
We did not have any peepholes.
I know.
Human.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh wow. Nah.
Mm.
Oh. Oh. Oh well then. Okay.
And that was the end of the episode.
Monkey.
Wait, then she's not going to get the picture that she wants though.
Not today.
Not today.
So
Looks
we're
like
going to be
fate
building up
has
to that
different
for a little while, it would seem.
Yes.
Building up to what?
The photo of the beach day. in the
Building
future.
Oh, yeah.
up to the real photo.
I honestly would not be surprised if that's the last shot of the show.
Yeah.
It'll be hilarious.
And find out why Tom isn't in it. Oh, I wonder.
Oh god.
Yeah, I wonder
Evil
too.
foreshadowing of Tom's imminent demise.
I
What's
mean, I guess they could try to go for a twist of like he is there, or he did take the picture, but it's because he's willingly giving up Star or something like that.
I hope not. That sounds horrible.
I mean, like the ships of Star Versus. It's just, it's just such a dark rabbit hole to go through.
But they're playing it up a little bit again with like Star not wanting to see him in the swim trunks, getting like red cheeks and stuff like that.
No. Quotation mark swim trunks.
Yeah.
I do maintain that they've jerked us back and forth on Star and Marco too much for that to still be compelling, and they've done away with most of the other possibilities that were all that interesting, so I think I'm kind of indifferent in that direction by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well-
makes the relationship just quite bland as a result after being tossed and turned and such. But
Well,
Like, I think they're so cute together, though, right now.
at this point, my favorite ship is the one that's not going to happen, which is a Taco Star. But in terms of,
Taco Star.
and overall, I
Wait,
think
what?
Starco, Tom, Star, and Marco in a 3-part relationship.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Uh,
think like that's a good idea.
I don't think it's going to
That'd
happen.
be
But
a
it's
little
like,
progressive for this show, but yeah.
yeah, I was like, I don't see that happen at all, but I think it's hilarious because it's sort of like how they're indirectly sort of poking fun at that. Anyway, like, no, just how close they all three of them are, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let me see, but I'm gonna go grab some coffee. And then we will have to do a little more discussion. We'll move on to the next episodes. Or
Yay!
episode.
Alrighty then. So,
Oh.
I guess the show could go Korasami on us and have Tom and Marco be the couple that ends up happening.
That would be funny. They could be a cute couple.
Yes, they would. Yes, they
Mhm.
would. And it's like, and it first started out as enemies, but then they became
Yeah.
lovers. That is the
I'm
true
still
essence of
I'm still baiting on that theory about like Tom and Star almost getting married and then Marco going to be like, I object.
I
stuff.
object! I object! And then it's like, and it'll be a fake out like,
Yeah.
Marco, you can't
Yeah.
do me! And then like Marco's like, get away, Star! I'm here about Tom! Wait, what?
yeah.
Tom, will you do me proud for being Mr. Diaz?
Aw.
I mean, yeah.
Don't.
And not that Marco and Star aren't still really fun together. I mean, they've always been the core of the show on some level. You know, they're a good pairing, but I mean, I don't know. It is really hard for me to.
Yeah, I'm like rooting with you, with Tom and Star and stuff.
I mean, it's just hard to hope for anything when they're like you can see they're like they're not really thinking like, okay, how would a relationship go anymore, so much as they're just like, all right, how can we play around with this, play up the drama, quote unquote. Like,
yeah,
and this is why it makes me lose its points for Star Versus, because like playing up the drama detracts from like the consistency and the feeling of like togetherness that you could have for like a show. If you feel like drama is what is needed to like still make things spice up, when in fact it's like taking away the interesting tidbits of the Star and Marco relationship.
I think it has drama enough though, with like the queen have lost her memory and like the new queen taking over, trying to free her husband and all of that good jazz.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you write like compelling, motivations and actions and stuff, the drama writes itself. But I mean, I don't know. They seem like they're having more fun, like leading us on back and forth, and just that, like, I think, ironically, the least compelling thing about Star and Marco and the least fun thing has been their potential as a couple.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like this. I feel at the end of the season it's going to be Starco. I'm honestly surprised it wasn't. But I feel, but I feel that they like the way they're going to word the show is they're going to basically first half of the season was basically character developments and all that. We're not going to get pretty much maybe one episode. I think there's a moon episode coming up, like the Red Blood Moon. Okay, maybe that will have some Starco shipping, but I feel it will be like the second half going into like the finale of the series where we get more Starco shipping, and also.
Did we not already have a Blood Moon dance?
We had a Blood Red Moon already.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Well, there's an episode coming up called Blood Moon Curse or something like that.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Not this series. It's like the first. I think it's like the first one in April or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just saying. So it's probably going to involve Starco, just because of obvious. But
Blood Moon, they could mean Queen Moon.
That could be interesting.
That reminds me about Bloody Mary, and that's not a good sign.
No, that's not a good sign.
Quick!
But nah, I think it is. I think it was at the Blood Moon because we have to address what the heck is the Blood Moon curse and bonding.
Blood sacrifices. She's going to eat humans. She's going to break free her husband and eat everybody. That's how the series ends. That was so depressing.
Monsters were completely evil, humans were right, and Star is
Oh
an idiot.
no!
That's the end.
Yeah.
No.
The moral is... Actually, I probably shouldn't go there.
No.
All right. Are y'all ready for the next episode?
Ready.
Yes.
Do it.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yay.
Kim
King
Cartoon.
Cartoon. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Get a
Yay.
little bit.
It's gonna get a
little
little wild. I'm from another dimension. Gonna get a little weird. Gonna have a good time. I ain't from around here. I'm from another world. Oh, hey, look at first human character.
Yeah. I'm talking rainbow.
Rainbows, I'm talking puppies. Ba, 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 ba. It's gonna get a little weird. Gonna get a little wild. I ain't from around here. I'm from another dimension. And still no sign of Jenma being important of bringing her back from the Earth. So, yeah.
Creepy.
It looks like Tom's old Marco dolls.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the thing.
Oh yeah, making a new room.
Oh,
The room you have to get through by going through my room.
Yeah, that's a little.
Although Star did that to Marco in the earlier seasons.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Oh, what? Oh. Okay.
Okay, messenger.
You have news?
Wow.
Okay.
No one ever gave him scissors then.
For months.
Oh yeah, for months.
Correct?
Okay, yeah, that's in the other realm.
I love everything about that.
Yeah.
Get back, Nacho! Get back, Nacho! Aww. We're getting back to Hekapoo. Dreamboat Marco.
No. Okay. What about telling Tom where you're going?
Well, they're only going to be gone for like a second.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So,
No.
didn't the show get a little problematic in implying that this is real Marco on some level?
Maybe.
Because, the psychological damage this probably got to him. It's like similar to Excel World users.
Oh no, don't touch it, yeah. Okay. Creepy.
It's you just have to get out the ghosties and they will disappear. Oh my god!
Hello.
Demon polar bear. Star. Okay, Star.
What's wrong with Star? She's just getting overly hyped over everything.
The Never Zone where D&D is reality.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Oh!
Actually, is the implication that Marco, this is like another life almost? He becomes a person who's had whole different experiences?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, are they going here?
She's falling in, over.
Star is so happy right now. It's hilarious.
I wonder what would Star's luck be in this universe if she stayed here for a couple of years.
All right, can we just establish? I think this establishes that Star is absexual.
Yeah. Okay.
Frozen over.
Frozen. Oh! That was a little overkill, but it was funny. Oh, he's so serious. Mm. Oh.
Ooh, watch out for the snow imps.
Oh, you think it's imps?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, if I know about Konosuba, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it looks like it's melting.
Ooh. It's like the digital world.
Oh no, it's ghosts. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, Nacho. Oh. Snow waves.
Okay.
Oh, it's time. Take it out with the axe.
Awesome. Up, Star.
Star, be the sorcerer you are now. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's dissonant whisper.
You could have just walked over and done that to get go.
Whee! Yay! Number one barbarian.
Mm.
Well, looks like Marco has officially taken that role over Dave.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Marco. Foolish adventurer syndrome.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, they held him prisoner, didn't they? Like, how much does he owe them?
Oh my god.
No, they just didn't help him, was a thing.
Okay. And yeah, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I love that creature. Actually, scratch it. I love every design in this world.
Star, that's not having this.
Oh, no. Well, that's one way to have a roast, though.
She's good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's nice.
That is pretty epic.
Yes, it is. Fire and ice.
No. Yeah.
Oh. Star with a sword. It's too dangerous.
Star gets to be part of this adventure she loves.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And the meme of the episode.
Except.
Yeah, no. There it is again.
Firehawk. Watch out for that Ember. His
Demon
attack
for a
stats are
reason.
too high.
No, Marco, cut it on with it.
You're being too naive. Yeah. To be sealed back into the sword whence it came. Oh my god.
She's almost like Shazam.
Female door. Valkyrie.
Wait, what is...
Oh, now we're dealing with the snow wave again. Aww.
Been going on for centuries.
Oh my god, no. Marco, you can't stay in the same engine for years more.
That's actually really honorable of him.
Yeah. Nachos!
Oh no, not just in that universe.
Well,
Time paradox.
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
That was quick.
Oh, we're meeting Tom's parents.
Could it be?
Wow. Oh.
So it's her that's taking the picture?
Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, you were, eh? Why don't we see your names? Wait, he already did, and it was glorious.
I'm not even holding on to my controller, but okay.
Does he?
What? 70.
I'm not even holding on to my controller.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah,
Going to be
no.
helpful.
Oh,
Tom,
no.
are you doing this?
No, I don't think so.
Nimbus, no! Lava storm.
Yeah, because it's also going out on him and the others, so. Aww. Oh, maybe you're right, yeah. Wow.
You're weird. Actually,
Okay.
I'm kind of with you on that one.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Actually, this is the jab on how readily everyone accepted this guy marrying a demon. Ew, by the way. But Eclipsa and Glob Gore is horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's
I
just
think it's like who is the monster in the family? Because she's a Lucitorian, but not a monster.
Yeah, Lucitorian.
And Tom is somehow part monster. So
No, he's part demon, isn't he? Like he's okay with the.
No, he's obviously part demon, but he's also part monster. It was like that one arc revealed he has like a tail.
Okay.
It was like that one episode where Star was trying to find where happened to all the monsters.
Maybe it's his human father.
Star making a small conversation with the mother.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh, fire demons. Oh
Well then.
Well, salamander spirits actually.
Okay.
Boom.
Let me guess, she was going to use those demons for something.
Ooh.
Demon Aid.
Demon Aid.
Ooh, nice.
She ain't impressed.
Nah.
Oh. Sword loop.
Milkshake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Tom.
Baby pictures.
And of course, the evident tail.
I remember this. Aw.
Oh, wait, that was young
Oh.
Star with Tom during their
Looks
first
so cute
relationship.
together.
Oh my God! What went wrong with that relationship? What went wrong? Oh yeah, that's right, Professor Tom. Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Oh, really?
That's really.
Oh, that's what she's having a fit about?
Yeah, teenagers are dumb.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
Star, you're trying to make it about yourself, huh, Star? Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Come on.
Wow. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Without the suit.
Oh.
Oh, my God, it's like she's doing
I'll
the
say that's
Kamehameha.
intense.
Wow. That's intense, yeah.
And she's just doing it without the flame suit. Oh.
come on.
Look at her. Oh, she did the Avatar thing. She did the Avatar thing.
Yay.
She did the.
Oh. It was the mom.
Oh.
Well,
Tom picked it up from someone. Oh.
Oh. Aw.
It's a picture of Star on the beach. Alternate AU future. Is that clear enough?
Oh. Oh, that was cute.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like about the Taco Star thing is like, yeah, it's like Disney won't do it, but the staff has a weird way of hinting at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just love how casual like Tom is like, if I kiss Marco, what do you want me to tell you? Just how completely casual he was about that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I mean, like, especially with like last episode with like the whole sexual thing Star has going.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Oh, yeah, those good episodes.
So, yeah, that was definitely like, I think that was like the best episode of season 4 yet.
Yes.
Possibly both halves of it.
Yeah. I mean, like, we get some more adventures with adult adult Marco.
Yes.
And like seeing like more companions that he made along the way. There'll no Heckapoo, which is
actually going back. Yeah, that's actually one thing I meant to is like I felt sorry that Jenn had to miss this one because I felt Brunetta was like was one of the characters like Jenn always looks like, oh, I wish there was a character I could cosplay as. This is like, oh, that would be a perfect character for her.
Perfect character! With a white polar bear demon!
Oh my god.
But yeah, actually both of these episodes are both 4. It's weird how they count them, but I actually do like the way they split the episodes. Like I felt both these are very nice. I felt the first 2 episodes were good, but they felt they didn't need to be a 2-part, like a 30-minute episode. I felt they could have been like 10 minutes each and like shorten some stuff. But these were like back to that formula, and the pacing felt perfectly in tune, sort of thing.
Yeah, it felt better. Yeah.
It's like,
I agree.
Yeah, an episode that was just some fun with the characters, and then one that is pretty relevant to the long-term stuff at work here.
Yeah, because like if it's true, like the picture have changed now, is the future also changed?
I was just saying that for like fun, but like the fact that she was at the beach with like Tom, and then it's like in the future it's like,
and they look happy together, right?
Yeah, and the mom is back, so it's just like it works.
And what did Star said that she had to go back and help Marco with?
Oh, there's like the dinner with the Diaz's.
Dinner, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta say, like
now every time there's going to be taken a picture, you're going to be like, is this it?
Is this the moment?
Yeah, they're going to be constantly reminding us that that's what they're building up to.
Yes.
And
again, I would not be surprised
at all.
Yeah, I would not be surprised, like I said, at all, that if that is literally the final shot, is the beach photo.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
that would be funny.
Like I don't know if it'll pan in or if it'll pan out or if it'll be one and all that, but I would not be surprised at all. Even though I would like even though I would, I think prefer a flash forward prologue or is it
epilogue.
epilogue?
Yeah.
It's an epilogue. Prologue is the beginning, like before the beginning.
And I really like Tom's mother. She's just so fun.
She's definitely like a great woman. Like she didn't even intend for like the emotional storm. It's just like there's emotions that you have to like wade through, and it's
and him being like like Tom being like, I built the carriage like with my own hands. I was just like, oh my god.
And it's like even when he was manipulative, like there was some like good sides of him. Not like all this good of him was like all of a sudden shoved into us later on, like certain characters from My Little Pony. Like there's a reason why Star fell for Tom before and had a relationship with him.
Although, like, as if they're going by realistic life directions and stuff, this could be one of those. This could be building towards one of those, like, the fact that we're both good, well-meaning people, and we showed it in this instance. Delays, what we will have to face someday is inevitable. Where this is inevitably going.
Yeah.
We're trying to deny the truth still.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel it's sort of like in the same way. I have a feeling like Star and Tom's relationship will go similar route to Marco and Jackie's. Where it's just like they do get along well and they actually do have some chemistry, but there's like some lingering affection outside the relationship that just it doesn't connect fully. Like, so I feel like I have a feeling, and like I really hope it is true that like if it does end, I hope Tom is the one that ends it because I feel that's necessary
for his progression as a character.
Or what I said with that epic moment in the church when I'm getting sidetracked.
But also, I want to say, like, can we all agree that Tom has had such beautiful growth throughout the seasons?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd have to say so, yeah. I mean, and it was like they were, running, I guess, sort of a tricky gauntlet with him like that to, turn him into this character that it could have gone wrong, like, in a few different ways, and it didn't, which, that's a job well done.
Well, I think what made it work is it was stretched out pretty far because basically season 1 was just he was still antagonist fully. Season 2, like, introduced the idea that he's a sort of antagonistic force, but not an enemy sort of thing. Like he befriends Marco in a sort of weird friendship and all that. And then season 3 is like where he gets redeemed, but like he actually tries to change him. So I was like, okay, I have a problem. Like he sort of realized he had problems in season 2.
Yeah.
Season 3 is him trying to deal with them. And it takes a lot of episodes. And like he doesn't really change until that one episode where him and Star are hunting for monsters, or he's honestly a little insecure about Marco with Star. But like in that, like that's where he sort of fully shifted into being like the good, like the fully good Tom we know now.
Yeah.
I mean, no, they took their time. I mean, great. I did think just like putting him back together with Star, like the episode where it actually happened, like that is what gets us from A to B. Might have been a little rushed, but I mean,
teenagers are dumb.
Yeah, like none of it's really the wrong like direction for something like that to go. We had him as Marco's frenemy for a while, which was fantastic, but then just the way Star was expecting to have to fend him off again, and he was trying to move beyond that. I mean, it all worked pretty well. Like none of it really feels like the wrong step or that it makes anything problematic.
I think like it's going to be a little bit more complicated before it all.
Yeah, I mean, he's quietly become one of the best characters on the show.
Well, I think is
move on by herself actually.
That going off of one thing, actually bringing like Tom being one of the best characters. One reactions I've heard some reactions to this episode, particularly this one, is a lot of people are not happy with Star.
Yeah.
Like they like, especially with how she was basically how she was the one that got upset with like Tom not telling Star he knew about the kiss or thing. It's like everyone, and everyone universally being like, yeah, Star, no, you're the one at fault here.
Yes,
you're the
that's
absolute
true.
one at fault. Like, you're the one that initiated it. You need to understand you get grievances, not the other way around, in which like you give grievances to Tom for actually being mature and not saying anything about it, even though he had every right to say something to you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like Star, I will say, especially since they go the route of having Tom tell his side of the story and have Star to have him make a good point to Star and to have him not have to apologize for that at the end. I mean, I feel like the show might have been aware of that on some level, like that it's not so much that Star was supposed to be in the right as that it's something that would happen. And if you think about it from Star's point of view, just like, okay, I've been trying to sweep this under the rug, trying to make this something that Tom didn't have to deal with, trying to put that behind me and be a good girlfriend, and it turns out he knew all along, and like I've been stringing, like, so he thinks I've been stringing him along or something like that, and this, like, I would be pretty embarrassed too in that scenario.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could definitely see that. I also can say like this is like a way to like make Star like not a completely likable character. Like, I think maybe that's why like she has like these sort of like dividends in which like she just dips and like goes into like likable, because like she's like not everyone's gonna be likable 100% of the time, and I think that's the point with like Star. Even though she's matured and such, she still has like these hang-ups that just like makes you groan at her.
Yeah, like I think I agree with both what you're saying is like, yeah, which is true, which one of the strengths of the show is like how it actually this show really nails like interpersonal like conflicts and all that more than a lot of other shows. Like that's what it really shines is like this like characters they do stupid things but they act like people. Like Star is making very believable mistakes here. Like, yeah, of course you don't necessarily bring up to your demon boyfriend that he kissed his best friend.
Best friends.
It's true. But she also feels like she's doing like more grown-up stuff in the first episode, like helping Queen and
Eclipsa with setting Moon into like the thing, but it's like at the same time it's like that's just her like physically like taking the responsibility. Like mentally, she's not completely all the way there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So she needs to get there.
Like in terms of relationship, she needs to like get this down to the dust. Like I think that's like the biggest grievance for like the show. It's like if it doesn't provide with like an actual emotional climax for like her immaturity in relationships, then this is gonna be like a big negative for like the show as a whole. Like, but I'm starting to feel like maybe this is like the way it's supposed to be. Like we see like the flaws her. Maybe like the mid-season finale, we might see like her like come to like a conclusion or like a like an apotheosis about like maybe I've been thinking about stuff like wrong. Maybe not going completely likable like with like the way she thinks, but maybe like realizing like I'm really much in the wrong. I just don't know why I think like this, but like yeah. When you're with me, you're gonna have to deal with stuff like that. I mean, like, I'm now starting to see that with like Eclipsa. Like, I think that's what they're foreshadowing with like the way Eclipsa was handling like Romulus. But yeah, that's just kind of like poetic. Like Star finally dealing with like supposed to be like an adult, bigger version of her, and her dealing with like the positives and negatives of that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people, the world in general, sometimes doesn't seem to know how it feels about like anti-heroes, and I mean, there's I don't know, there's like a prevailing sentiment of cutting like people who do wrong slack because like, well, everybody does wrong, or like sometimes you're just a hardcore person that doesn't like take any crap, doesn't have time for sentiment or something like that. And I mean, like I don't know, the image of like a mean, gruff, anti-heroic person who is actually good underneath it all, like maybe in the right circumstances where like you're really tough life, tough circumstances that require you to be that gruff. But I mean, I feel like as often as not, that ends up being the excuse for people to be like, total douchebags. But this kind of thing, I think, is more where the everyone's like that on some level notion works. Because I mean, it's like, even people who are oftentimes very well-meaning, like even as much as Star is, like taking a whole kingdom's worth of responsibilities on her shoulder and trying to rise to the challenge, and generally being someone who just wants to have fun, wants to be very well-meaning. It's like, you step on difficult patches, life gets tricky, morally gray, and difficult and confusing sometimes, and you do stuff that you're not always proud of in hindsight. Like, but at the same time, that like, the fact that you do always intend to, you are always well-meaning, and you do intend to do the right thing. I feel like, that, lo and behold, is what makes you a good person. Wanting to be a good person, trying to be a good person in spite of that, is what makes you one. And I feel like that comes through pretty well here.
I think this overall establishes that, Eclipsa is not evil. She might make bad decisions, but it's basically emotional. Whatever bad action she does do is just pure emotional, like sort of like a child acting out. So emotion is not long-term goal, because she could have just straight up released Globgor. Like she could have was forced away and done. Like there was nothing that Star or Romulus could have done right in that situation, but she chose not to because she knew it was wrong. So it shows that she does care about what Star thinks of her, and also the kingdom. So I think this does sound like, Eclipsa has her problems, a lot of problems, but her heart is overall in the right place.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Actually, go ahead.
Oh, no, I just said I believe so, too.
Okay, I thought we talked at the same time. I didn't entirely hear what you said. But I was going to say, on that note, Eclipsa, up to now, we haven't really seen her do anything wrong, because they've almost had to, carry through the notion of the story of how she could end up branded the single biggest villain in the history of the kingdom while not actually being evil whatsoever. So we've. I mean, they've kind of had to drive home on no, there's no evil scheme here, or while at first it was or is there? But okay, they've finally fallen back to no evil scheme, no nothing. But it's okay, now that we all buy it, it's we're ready, I guess, to just start what her problems actually are or might be.
Yeah, I actually like that she said at one point, releasing her husband, he wouldn't eat humans no more, because she taught him how to be eating not humans.
Oh, that was hilarious. He hasn't eaten a human since before we started dating. He became a vegetarian for me.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent here.
I love Star's reaction of wait, what?
Yeah. Well, she has to be honest. I like that she's honest with it, at least. Yeah. And now I'm thinking maybe it is okay to release him, actually, because before I talked with Second, but I have my reservations about him. But now that she have told okay, he's vegetarian or eating something else than humans, I will not say what I think he's eating instead of humans, but we will see.
The thing is, honestly, with Globgor, there's so many different ways you could do with it. Like they could do like, oh no, he is reformed now and good. At the same time, they could
Yeah.
still have him be evil. However, I feel if they do go that he's still sort of evil route,
Yeah.
I feel it'll be like if you ever seen Venture Brothers, the character Red Death.
No, not really, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can just sort of in a later YouTube search it. There's some clips.
Sure.
But overall, the idea of it is this character is like Red Death is like the Venture Brothers is sort of like a parody of the Johnny Quest show, but sort of like if it was real, so it was like if it was like in sort of a more real life thing. So like all the little crazy shenanigans sort of leaves you like you deeply scarred and all that. Like, oh yeah, being like a boy adventurer, like yeah, it would leave you messed up like sort of drug addict when you grow up, sort of thing. Well, I mean, sort of like antidepressant sort of drugs and all that. But
yeah,
but like Red Death is a character on there is like introduced later seasons where he's sort of like a potential like arch enemy. Like it's like, oh yeah, I be arching you today, sort of thing. But he's like extremely serious and like sort of like he's a Red Skullish like themed character with like demon powers and all that. But he's also a great family man. Like he goes to the park with his daughter every day. He is like has funny conversations with his wife, like his normal wife. Like it's like oh you packed pudding for me and like my lunchbox sort of thing. But like he's a completely threatening, terrifying villain. But he's also a great family man, which I could see them going that route with Globgor, where it's like yeah if he's evil, they will feel to go that route where it's like yeah he is genuinely great towards Eclipsa and his daughter, but he's also still sort of a villainous character. However, I feel overall it's probably going to be sort of like Tom in between his transition, where like he's still angry and gets upset, sort of thing, but he's not. But he is overall trying to make changes. He is trying to make peace between humans and monsters, sort of thing.
I think so too. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the most likely result is that yeah, Eclipsa was persecuted because she was willing to give monsters a chance, and the even if it wasn't perfect, the persecution made things as bad as it is. I could also see them going the route of like total twist of making the monsters who we know are for the most part just citizens, making it even tougher on them, making the whole circumstances even tougher. I could see the twist being that like no, Globgor swept Eclipsa off her feet and told her what she wanted to hear, and that she was willing to overlook a guy who, hey, ate innocent people. Did you forget that part? Like, it could turn out that the guy she left just wanted to be a good king and a good family man and didn't know how to compensate. Like, I could see them going like total twist like that.
To be fair, it's been pretty well established that humans are rather racist, so they're not probably innocent people he ate.
No.
No, I mean like that's not to say like the council or the humans or anything is innocent, but it could be like adding fuel to their racist fire. Like what if there's a twist in there that okay, even though monsters for the most part are just people for lack of a better word, that Globgor like okay, no, monsters aren't human eaters, like horrifying human eaters. He was like if it turns out that he is the equivalent of the bad boy who swept Eclipsa off her feet and told her what she wanted to hear, and like, no, I can change for you, and like that. Yeah. After all, the Eclipsa would have to realize that she was a dumb kid on some level, and that some things that suddenly get more complicated and make it that much harder to get to the point where everyone lives in peace and gets what they deserve, and all of the above.
Yeah, and they also have the kid together. They have a baby together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like overall, I think we can all agree. Like, I think the general idea we all feel that he did do bad stuff in the past, but he actually is in a process of being redeemed or stuff like that. Is that the general idea we mostly agree with?
That or that he'll basically already be there. I mean, no, I mean that's less likely than I mean, it seems like the way they want to go is Eclipsa was persecuted, her family was persecuted. I'm saying I could see them going that route, but that is a distant third out of the three ideas, however many ideas we have here for me.
A lot of ideas, from all of us.
Yeah. like either that. I mean, yeah, I would have to say the most likely is that either he's working on it, or he's basically already there, and it's just like another wacky demon sort of thing, like with Tom and his family.
That's what I was saying. Like when he's in the process of redemption, I mean, basically, like he's not as chill as Tom is now, but like think season 3 Tom, where like he'll still have like anger outburst, but he's overall good, sort of thing.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like by in the process, but I guess. Wait to see what Carlos says when he gets back.
I'm here.
Oh yeah, here. All right. Yeah. Any other closing thoughts then before we call it a night?
Really nothing else. Just like really happy of like the progression of things going for season 4. Definitely like a good ride of like showing like some slice of life. It could be better for like the plot progression for like Eclipsa and Moon, and like what seems like the wrong thing to like trust about her, but at the same time it's sort of like a respectable disagreement. So I could at least applaud them for like showcasing that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I think I was gonna say is like I think while they in terms of that disagreement, I have a feeling that Moon ain't wrong. I have a feeling that like Eclipsa is still keeping something secret. But I don't like. I think she is a good character, like I said. But I feel she does make mistakes or things. That's Eclipsa, so I would not be surprised she has some sort of secret she's still sort of keeping. Like, oh yeah, I did this, or Globdor did this sort of thing best.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense.
Besides eating humans, they are also eating something else, and I'm not going to say what I think it is.
You never know. You might be absent on the night where it's revealed. You sure you don't want to?
Okay, I think like he actually also sometimes were eating monsters. I know, like that sounds horrible. Yeah, couldn't that have been like really over the top?
I mean, this is how I treat everyone equal. They're all a part of my plate.
Yes. I was thinking more like he was being like, okay, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to eat as many as the monsters as I ate humans.
Either way, there was a lot of build-up for when we finally meet this guy. Everybody, including us, is clearly very interested.
The funny thing is, like, the biggest thing is, like, I wonder what they're going to do with his voice. Like, I can see them doing the obvious, like, big booming voice, but I can also see him, like, having a very sophisticated, like, princely voice, just because of the irony. Like, I'm more curious what they're going to do with it.
Squeaky voice, being like small and cute,
or
maybe
like a funny comedian voice.
Yeah. Or just like one of those, like Mark Hamill is the Fire Lord, like that, not nearly so dominating as you'd think, but still just something about it that's like not what you'd expect, and yet somehow perfectly intimidating.
Yeah. That's true. You could use that.
All in all, though, it's pleasantly surprised by season 4 so far. It's like we've got some compelling build-up. We've got a good balance of fun episodes that we like having with these characters, and episodes that progress the plot. I'm impressed. It seems so far like they really thought this one through.
Yeah, these 2 episodes was definitely better than the last 2.
I thought they were all pretty good.
Yeah,
all the kind of star episodes I like.
I guess I'm just picky. I'm
really like enjoying number 4 a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I liked all of them, although these were more like what's the word? Maybe not fast-paced, not action-packed, not fast-paced, but like more
engaging.
I don't know about that. Like, I think the other ones were engaging in their own way, but like this is more not tension, I guess, but I'll say excitement driven.
Yeah, that's true. We'll go for that as well.
So there we are.
Yay. Oh jeez, I think I'm going to fall asleep soon.
Anybody else while we're still here?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay then.
All right. I guess see y'all next time.
Yeah, bye-bye all.
Ciao.